What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's been a very long time since I posted any podcasts or any interviews. Truth of the matter is, I just been very, 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 very busy. But still, that's not an excuse. But I'm back. I'm gonna try to do it more often as I can. A lot of and it's good because a lot of my coworkers tell me they miss my podcasts and they miss me talking about several things, and they haven't seen anything from me pop up. So we're gonna get into several things today. First thing, I think this has been going on for like a month or 2 months, but I know Trump said he was going to do it at the beginning of his presidency with getting the illegal immigrants out. I've done podcasts on that, and I say mixed emotions. All of them not here to cause havoc and wreak um, on society. Some of them, a lot of them are here because it's just better than where they were living at, but at the same time, a lot of them here are causing havoc. Such as the young lady who was missing. Then they found out it was a 35-year-old illegal immigrant she was last seen with. The circumstances not coming out. I don't even want to get into that because that's a 19-year-old baby. I have a 15-year-old and I have a 24-year-old. So I don't want to get into that. That's regardless. That's a 19-year-old baby gone. Now if he wasn't supposed to be here in the country, would she still be here? Only God knows. But for now, she's gone. I want to say my prayers and my condolences out to that family that are going through such a traumatic thing with that. No one wants to bury their kid. I mean, that's just, what I mean. If you see the smoke, I got my little incense going, my little, I forgot what you call it, but yeah, I'm in my zone. So anyway, but yeah, no one wants to bury their child. You want to see your child prosper. You want to see your child be better than you, live a better life than you live. I know I want to see that for my sons. Not take the path that I took, not to be involved with the law on the wrong end of it. To start a promising career of doing something positive with their life. That's what I would like to see for my sons. I have to thank God that my youngest son is adjusting to high school. I'm not gonna say perfectly, but he's adjusting to high school. He's doing very well. He's catching two buses to school, two buses home. So I feel great as a parent that I was able to get him where he can do that on his own. I'm raising men, so I want them to be more responsible, more outgoing, and it's good to call your father if you need your father because I'm always going to be there. But at the same time, I want him to be able to navigate without me. Um, Open your mouth if you're lost. Ask the bus driver. The bus driver know where to go at. The bus driver tell you you need to get off at to get home or something. Oh man, I don't know if you heard that sound, but that's my phone going off. Let me pause this. No, I think I just keep going through it with the sound. So if the sound keep going off, that's my cameras. That's gonna bring me to the next subject, y'all. Someone tried to steal my scooter 2 times. So one thing that I do have is um, I'm a person that believes in security because when I was out there doing the things I didn't do, I took advantage of the situations that didn't have the cameras. Now I have always been this person that I am. I used to be on the other side of the law, but now I've changed. I gave my life over, so now I'm not an upstanding citizen, but I'm doing my part. So I have several type of cameras at my home. I won't say where they at, but I have several type of cameras at my home. I won't say what kind, but I have several type of cameras at my home. So I park Scoop Scoop. That's the nickname I gave it out in the back. So one morning I can hear an alarm going off that sounds like Scoop Scoop. So I get up and I'm thinking it's the wind because if the wind blows hard or something like that, it go off. So I'm like, damn, wait, get up, turn this thing off because I can hear it. So I look outside and I see two juveniles right out my back that have stolen another scooter from somewhere and pulled it in my back and are trying to steal it. I guess the person had the handlebars locked, but you can get past that. If a person wants something, they're gonna steal it. They want it, they're gonna get it. So anyway, let's keep going with the story. See, that's someone's walking around in my house. I already know who that is, but that's I want that sound to go off so I know what's going on. So um, the other morning, my alarm is telling me that it's motion at your back door. So the motion part I'm really tripping at. It could be a car, could be somebody walking past, could be a cat. But then when it says a person is detected at your back door, that's when I get up. So I get up and I go out there to look. And mind you, after I seen them out there with the scooter, and my neighbor has a scooter right direct from me, and I see them go look at his scooter. He keeps his chained up as well as I keep mine chained up. So they couldn't get it because it was about 6 o'clock in the morning, and they couldn't get it. So on the after part of that, I the went back inside, and I came out and I went knocked on my neighbor's door, but he wasn't there. So before I went to work, I seen him. And I told him, I said, man, listen, this is such and such. I showed him the camera. This is what's going on. I think this was probably about Monday, Tuesday, I think. So Friday, I worked. I got off work. So I was gonna do what I usually do, which is ride share a little bit. But I was tired, real tired. So I decided not to go out. So Friday night, the alarm was going off, person in your back, motion detected. Now, mind you that if a cat walked past, it will go off as motion detected. If a car goes past, it will go off as motion detected. If a any anything gets close, you know what I'm trying to say. Anything get close to it is going to say a car goes past, whatever the word is. I forget the word. It's going to go off. So something tells me I wake up about 2:30, 3 o'clock. So something says to look at the camera. So I go look at the camera on my phone. So it's on my phone. That's just what you're hearing now. It's on my phone. So I go look at the camera, and fortunately, but unfortunately, I see the same two young men. Now they got boat colors the size of probably this all the way down. I mean, some mean boat colors to get through chains and locks. So I moved my vehicle around the front of my house. He still has his in the back of the house. So I see them go to my neighbor's yard to look for my scooter because I moved my scooter, but my neighbor keeps his grill under the same type of cover as keep my scooter. So when I do that, I can see them right there at the side looking for my scooter, but they couldn't find it. So they go back to my neighbor's yard, and he keeps his heavy duty chained up. So this is on camera. So when I go back to sleep because they pull off, they was there for about 10, 15 minutes, they pull off. So I go and I see my neighbor again and I show him the video of them looking at his scooter. So unfortunately, he says this is not the only incident where someone has come in through the back and tried to take his scooter. So several things went through my mind while talking to my neighbor. We're gonna get into a whole bunch of topics today, so just ride with me. So now I could be like I used to and catch them and tear their ass up. But then I think about it when I was out there doing what I was doing, without like if somebody caught me and tore my ass up. So I could go out there and talk to him, but this generation nowadays is so off the chain that maybe talking to him wouldn't work. So I decided just to move my scooter. So that's what I did. I moved the scooter and I put it somewhere where I can keep a better eye on it. And I decided to take the front wheel off. So that's what I did. I took the front wheel off my scooter and I took the rod out. So if you come look at the scooter, even though you can see it, you can't move it nowhere because it's sitting up on something and the front wheel is gone. So you won't be able to necessarily get the scooter, and it has a alarm on it. But if someone wants something, they're gonna get it. So now going back to a lot of other things, with that, I would say that it's just how, if you call the police, are the police gonna be able to get here enough time to save your 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 merchandise, what you buy. I don't know if they will. I don't know if they won't. Are they gonna take it serious enough to come at that time that you called them to tell them a crime is being committed? Someone is stealing my scooter. Now, would they have the same urgency as to say someone is stealing my scooter? Do I call 911 or do I call 311? 911 is for emergencies. 311 is for not. But it's still a crime in progress. So hopefully this would deter them from trying to get the scooter. Just um, I'm trying to do everything to prevent a conflict with them. Because I have to live where I live. I don't know where they live. So obviously, if I go out there with a baseball bat and bat their asses down, that would cause a problem. Maybe I will be charged with assault for trying to protect my stuff. Um, and I don't want to go no further than that to put more havoc on a young person that's just probably out there being a knucklehead and doing the same things that I used to do. Unfortunately, we all have to be held accountable for our actions. So it's just the drama that I'm living with. So I'm trying to prevent it as much as I can. And if I see them in an act, I'm gonna open the door lightly because I don't know if they packing heat or not. I mean, these young kids nowadays are packing heat. So I'm gonna say, man, just leave my scooter alone, man. You know, just leave my scooter alone. I'm on the verge of taking the wheel out, taking the wheel off, cut the wheel off. I'm on the verge of taking the battery out. So it's not gonna go anywhere, and it's not worth it. So another thing, it's just a real I can't say sad situation, just a real situation where it's though you really can't have nothing without someone trying to steal something. But I can't really get mad at it because at my heyday, I was out there doing a whole bunch of stuff. So the lack of things to do or wanting what someone else had, not working for it, was still with me. So it's just hard. But I would like to talk to the young men and say, man, please don't steal my scooter. And you can't tell them to work for it because they're not going to listen to that. They want theirs then and now, and they want it by any means necessary. And where I live at, I've heard stories of people getting shot over their scooter. I'm not definitely trying to get shot over no scooter. I bought the scooter for myself for Father's Day just as a gift to ride around town with and to enjoy. That's all. It wasn't. It's not a means which though. It's the means for me to get to work or back and forth to work. It's just a something I wanted to ride. Like I said, I like Harley Davidsons, but my money ain't there yet, so I got a scoop. But then I'm reading and hearing people are stealing Harley Davidsons. I'm like, damn, they stealing everything right now. So I just wanted to share that with you. Yeah, somebody tried to steal my scoop, man. So I'm trying to do everything I can to prevent that. Um, it's back. It's good to be back on the air. It's good to be doing some more content. I'm gonna try to keep at it. I'm gonna try to do some things as I'm going throughout my day and things I need to write down so we can discuss. I will do that. I would like to say that my nephew's doing excellent down the college. We took him down there when back to school went, so we drove him down there, and it's a beautiful thing to see him with the college life and how everything is interacting. But you also got to be careful because not everybody wants you there. Um, there was a lot of different ethnic groups, a lot of different people from around the world. I seen a few black people, didn't see a lot of Asians, a lot of Asians, few Caucasians, but a lot of Asians. And maybe in their culture, they push them to go to school more. But you also got to be mindful that when you're down at these colleges and schools to navigate, communicate, and associate, because that degree you might have coming out of college might not work for you, but you're getting in with everybody and you're talking to everybody and you're associating yourself, you're communicating, you're building relationships. It's the number one thing. You have to open your mental Rolodex as well as your phone and your contacts and put these people in there. You have to. I think that's the big step towards being positive and doing things that you want to do because the way the economy is no one is guaranteed anything. degree or no degree. Um, that just goes back to what happened in Florida. I think with the I don't know what type of where he was, but he was in the country and he couldn't read and he got his CDLs and he made a U turn and he killed three. Um, I think that was something unfortunate, but that should open a whole bunch of jobs up for the trucking people because a lot of those immigrants can't read and write English. So I'm for Trump with that. I got to people probably don't like what I say and don't like that, but I'm for Trump with a lot of things, man. I believe people can make good products in America too. Yesterday I went to Popeyes and it was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. I went to Popeyes yesterday. It was a hot mess. It had Africans in there and they couldn't understand anything. They couldn't understand anything. And I'm like, damn, you messing my order up. Did not order that. And he just looked at me and smiled. Okay, hey, we'll fix it. Fix it the first time I asked for it. I'm just with Trump on if be an American, be able to understand in English the duty that the job that you have, the duty that you're performing. It was just sad yesterday in Popeyes, man. My son tried to order something else after I order, and they just didn't have no. It was two people in there, two speaking English citizens, and the rest was I say African or some type of different other culture, but they couldn't understand what the people English was telling them. It's like we hiring anybody and then leaving Popeyes, driving. That was a mess because half the people that I seen behind the wheels was 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 taking so long to navigate. And I understand cautious drivers. I like cautious drivers because I'm not trying to run in your car as well as you're not trying to run into mine. But that was a mess also because it was a lot of Asian, Oriental, Spanish, and they having hard times of reading signs of where to go. So that's going to cause an accident because you stopping, making me stop, making three, four, five people in the back stop, and that's going to cause an accident. Like something has to be done. So I'm definitely with Trump on this, getting people out of the country that can't speak English. You can say what you want to say about him. You can say what you want to say about Trump, but I'm definitely for it. Um, I'm gonna end this podcast with sending my condolences out to the 19-year-old lady, young lady, family. Because like I said, I have a 15-year-old, and I try to keep my eyes on him. I try to keep him right with me. I have a 24, 23-year-old, and I still try to keep my eyes on him. I just feel as though my babies are safer with me. So once again, Mike from the basement. I'm gonna have some more topics. We're gonna be going over some more things. I'm gonna keep my eye on Scoop so they don't come back and try to take it. And just Mike from the basement. It's back to be back.